Father, we pray
Padre, oramos
that we receive your word
que
today.
recibamos tu palabra en este día,
That it is not I who they see
que no es nuestra palabra
or hear,
o de nosotros,
but that you use my voice
que tú uses mi
to
voz
speak your word.
como tu palabra
May we be edified today
y que tú nos diriges en este día
and leave here
y que
excited and
motivados
encouraged.
y con valerosos.
In your son Jesus' name,
En
amen.
el nombre de Jesús, amén.
So some of you, first time you've ever seen me, you already knew I was not from here.
Cuando ustedes me vieron por primera vez, no sabían que no era de aquí.
In fact, ever since I came to Jersey,
De hecho, desde cuando llegué a New Jersey,
everybody who I crossed paths with looked at me like a puzzle.
todo el mundo me miraba como si fuera un rompecabezas.
They knew there was just something about me that didn't quite fit.
Sabían que había algo que no encajaba conmigo.
See, like my mother-in-law already said, and some of you already know,
Mi suegra ya dijo y ya ustedes sabían,
yes, I am originally from the Bronx.
soy originalmente del Bronx.
I am from New York.
I'm from New York. Soy de New York
I am proud of that.
y estoy muy orgulloso de eso.
I didn't come to Jersey until I got married to my beautiful wife.
No vine a New Jersey
In
a que me casé con mi
2012.
hermosa esposa.
My wife wanted to move to New York.
Mi esposa se quería mudar para New York,
I told her no.
pero yo le dije que no. Es muy
Not
caro.
happening.
Es muy caro.
You see, my wife's perspective, just like many's perspective of New York, is lofts.
La perspectiva de mi
And
esposa
everybody's got nice, spacious living rooms and bricks in the kitchen and just this beautiful life that you see on TV.
que todos vivimos en lujo, con apartamentos amplios y lujosos,
See, then she got to see where I came from.
pero después vio de dónde yo venía.
And the way she described my neighborhood.
Y de la manera que ella describía mi vecindario,
See, for me, it was normal
para mí era normal,
because that's what I grew up in.
porque ahí fue que yo crecí.
But she describes just the smell
Pero ella describía el olor
of metal
de metal
and urine.
y orín.
That was a regular thing,
Eso era algo regular.
unfortunately, from where I come from.
Desafortunadamente de donde yo vengo.
See, I'm one of 7 boys.
Yo soy uno de 7 varones.
There's only one younger than me.
Solamente hay uno menor que yo.
We were raised in a 2-bedroom project apartment on the 12th floor.
Nosotros fuimos criados en un apartamento de 2 habitaciones en el piso número 12.
Many right away were like, whoa, let's do the math. We've got 7 boys,
Tenemos 7 varones,
both the parents,
los 2 padres,
only 2 bedrooms.
solamente 2 habitaciones.
Where did everybody fit?
¿Dónde cabe todo el mundo?
Well, just like any Latino, we make it happen,
Pero como somos todos los latinos, nosotros lo hacemos como hay que hacerlo.
right? Plenty of you have fit at least 10 of you in a Honda Civic.
Hemos puesto 10 en un Honda Civic.
Oh, we gonna get there.
Vamos a llegar donde tenemos que llegar.
And everybody's gonna put $1 or something for that
Y
gas.
todo el mundo va a poner $1 para la
If
gasolina.
not, I hope you made the hot dogs.
Si no, vamos a hacer hot dog.
When we get to the beach,
Pero cuando lleguemos a la playa,
you in charge,
todos vamos a estar allí.
right? We make it happen.
Vamos a hacerlo.
And so that's where I grew up in.
Ahí fue que yo crecí.
Now, I
Ahora.
thank God that with the parents in which I have, they always exposed us to more.
¿Tú vas?
They always exposed us to more.
No, nos expusieron a mucho más de lo que estábamos.
So, although we were in that environment,
A pesar de que estábamos en ese ambiente,
we were not of it.
nosotros no éramos de ese ambiente.
Anybody who's met my family in that neighborhood,
Ellos, cualquier persona que haya conocido a mis padres en ese vecindario,
it wasn't hard to notice us.
no era difícil que nos notaran.
First off, let's just start with my parents.
Primeramente, voy a describir a mis padres.
Many of you have had the privilege of meeting them. My mom is 4'11",
Mi mamá es 4'11",
And my father is 6'3".
Y mi papá es 6'3", 6 pies 3 pulgadas.
That in and of itself causes attention.
Eso nada más causa atención.
Then you add all of these boys
Y después usted añade 7 varones
that are with them.
que están con ellos.
You couldn't help but to know the family of the 7 boys.
So, no podía usted dejar de notar las familias de 7 varones.
Now, with that being said, there also came a certain responsibility.
Pero con eso vino otras responsabilidades.
Because when everybody knows who you are,
Porque cuando toda la gente sabe quién tú eres,
everybody's watching.
todo el mundo está observándote.
So it was an honor
Eso era un honor.
for when we would come in and out of our building.
Porque cuando nosotros veníamos de adentro hacia afuera de nuestro edificio,
I grew up with the old ladies who are always in front of the building.
yo crecí con las señoras al frente del
A
edificio.
good 7 of them. They knew everything that was happening.
Sabían todo lo que estaba pasando.
They knew everybody's kids.
Sabían todos los hijos, los nombres
They
de los
reported
hijos.
everything they saw.
Y decían todo lo que hicieron.
And they played a part in raising everybody.
Y tenían una parte en la crianza de los hijos.
So it was very important that when we were coming in and out of that building,
Eso era muy importante de cuando nosotros entrábamos y salíamos de ese edificio,
we knew our parents were going to get a report.
nosotros sabíamos que nuestros padres iban a recibir un reporte.
These women knew when we didn't go to school.
Estas mujeres sabían cuando nosotros no íbamos a la
They knew
escuela,
what time we were usually coming in and out,
sabían la hora en que nosotros entrábamos y salíamos.
right? So for my parents to come home,
Para nuestros padres cuando venían a la casa,
we didn't have cell phones.
no teníamos celulares,
We couldn't check in that often.
no podíamos llamar.
So what a privilege it was for my parents. They were always happy that they always got a good report.
Pero qué orgullo para nuestros padres que siempre recibieron un buen reporte de esas damas.
Showing honor to our parents by showing respect to everybody.
Demostrando honor a nuestros padres, respetando a los demás.
All of them always would say, your children always say hello to us.
Todas ellas decían, tus hijos siempre dicen hola.
They always saying hi.
Siempre dicen hola.
When we want to talk to them, they give us the time.
Cuando nosotros hablamos con ellas, nos dan el tiempo.
They hold the door for us.
Abren las puertas para nosotros.
When we need to get up from this bench and our knees are moving, they see us, they always come to help.
Si cuando necesitamos que nos ayuden, nos ayudan.
In fact, because of so many of us,
De hecho, como somos tantos,
at the same time that they saw that we were very respectful,
veían que nosotros éramos muy amables,
they also knew how close we were to one another.
veíamos qué cerca estábamos cada uno de nosotros.
The only one who could pick on each other is us.
Lo único que podían pelear con nosotros eran nosotros.
How many of you could relate with that? You don't want nobody bothering your little brother,
¿Quién se puede relacionar
you.
con esto? Que nadie moleste a su hermano menor.
right? If you were close, you were protective.
Si usted estaba eran bien queridos,
And people
se
knew
protegían.
we would do anything for one another.
Y nosotros hacíamos cualquier cosa por el uno al otro.
In some ways, there was some reputation of how far we would go.
So, había una reputación de qué tan lejos íbamos.
So I grew up with that kind of atmosphere.
So, me crié con esa atmósfera.
With that, being from where I'm from and the different experiences which I was exposed to,
Con eso y con las diferentes experiencias que hemos tenido,
from very young to now,
de cuando eran pequeños hasta ahora,
my parents would take us upstate
nuestros padres nos
for the summer.
nos llevaban al norte de
We got
New
to see
York
what country New York looked like versus city New York.
para que viéramos el campo de New York y después viéramos la ciudad. Y ver la
Traveling
diferencia.
throughout New York with my dad to actually see the difference between Queens, Brooklyn, and get a total idea of what it was to be with others.
Viendo las diferencias de los diferentes barrios, Queens, Brooklyn,
See,
Staten Island.
because of my experience, I feel absolutely comfortable with any race.
Por eso, por mi experiencia, yo me siento confortable con cualquier raza.
I feel absolutely comfortable with any age.
Me siento sumamente cómodo con cualquier edad.
You see, there's way too many Christians who
Hay muchos
you
cristianos
become a new Christian,
que usted se convierte en un nuevo cristiano.
and now all of a sudden you want nothing to do with those that are around you.
So, que se hacen nuevos cristianos y después no quieren saber de nadie más en su alrededor.
And you don't take the time to actually see all that God has created for us to be connected.
Y no tienes el tiempo para observar todo lo que Dios ha creado para conectarte.
And you separate yourself.
Y te separas de tú mismo.
Now, there is a good level of boundary,
Hay un buen nivel de frontera,
but there is
barrera.
also
pero también hay
boundary.
Pero también hay una barrera que es muy mala.
And with that,
Y con eso
you actually lose out on ministering to so many that are right next to you.
pierde la oportunidad de ministrar a muchos que están muy cerca de nosotros.
Now, when you become a Christian,
Ahora, cuando tú te conviertes en un
when you
cristiano,
embody Christ,
cuando tú te conviertes en el cuerpo de Cristo,
when you start to take that on, take that walk of walking with Christ,
cuando tú vienes con ese caminar en Cristo,
people should see it.
La gente lo puede ver.
See, like I said, when I came to New York,
Cuando
when I came to Jersey,
Cuando yo vine a New Jersey,
people automatically knew I was not from here.
la gente automáticamente sabía que yo no era de aquí.
When me and my wife got married, one of the first things I did was a late night run to Walmart.
Cuando yo y mi esposa nos casamos, nos fuimos a Walmart de noche.
Now, for me,
Para mí,
Timberlands are all year round boot.
Timberland es una bota que yo uso todo el año.
I wear in New York, this is a regular look.
En Nueva York, eso es una vestidura regular.
So I go to Walmart
So yo voy a Walmart
with some Timberlands,
con las botas,
some basketball shorts,
con los pantalones cortos de baloncesto
and a Yankee hat.
y con una gorra de los Yankees. Go Yankees.
And I see all these people looking at me as I'm shopping.
Y yo veo a toda esta gente cuando estoy haciendo compras mirándome.
And it was summertime.
Y era el verano.
So I know they look like, who is this to be wearing shorts
¿Quién es este que está usando pantalones
Timbs
cortos y botas?
and a Yankee fitted in Lodi?
Y gorras de los Yankees en Lodi.
And I see the eyes just following me, trying to figure it out.
Y veo los ojos observándome constantemente.
It was I didn't have to say it. Everything about me screamed it.
No tuve que decirlo, todo lo alrededor mío gritaba.
Everything about me just said, he's not from here.
Gritaba, yo no soy de aquí.
So without me saying anything, the mere being around me or seeing me, you knew he's not from here.
So, sin siquiera estar cerca de él, podía usted observar que no era de aquí.
Then the moment they hear me speak,
Y al momento que me
to
escucharon
me,
hablar,
I don't have an accent.
para mí, yo no tengo acento,
But apparently to everybody else I do.
pero aparentemente para el resto tengo un acento.
My wife makes fun of many words that I say.
Hay muchas, mi esposa se burla de muchas palabras que yo digo.
Apparently I ruin many of New Jersey's names.
Parece que he arruinado muchas palabras.
Apparently I don't say Newark right.
No, parece que no digo Newark correctamente.
Which one? A few others that will come out and I'll say it,
Hay
and my
muchas
wife
palabras
is
que
just
digo
like,
con
she just looks
acento.
at me and shakes her head.
Y me mira.
She's just like, just don't say it. Just,
Dice, no lo diga, no
just
lo
say
diga.
we're gonna go there.
No lo diga, no lo diga.
Just point at the screen. That's what we're gonna go.
Di solamente para dónde vamos.
When I drive,
Cuando
listen,
guío,
driving in Jersey has
porque-
been an entirely different thing for me.
Porque guiando en New Jersey es algo diferente para mí.
But what's interesting is when my father-in-law is in the car with me
Pero es interesante cuando mi suegro está conmigo
and he's got somewhere he's got to be,
y tiene que ir a un
I
lugar donde tiene
promise
que estar.
you, every single time he says, "Pero Chico, drive like you in New York."
Él dice, pero chico, guía como si estuvieras en New York.
And I know what that means.
Y yo sé lo que eso significa.
He wants me to move and groove and get in and out and let's make it happen.
Quiere que yo vaya rápido
See, because in New York, we have a certain thing of we got somewhere to be.
Porque en Nueva York, si tenemos que ir a un lugar,
We didn't necessarily spend a lot of time looking at our own buildings.
no nos miramos en los edificios.
Many of us never looked up. Many of us, you went to any of the large buildings, the Empire State. You asked us what it looked like from up front. Wouldn't be able to tell you.
En Nueva York nosotros caminamos y no observamos los edificios, no
We'll
observamos
tell you what the
nada.
door looks like
Sabemos cómo la puerta se ve.
because that was it. We got to go in here, do what we got to do.
Tenemos que entrar por aquí y hacer lo que tenemos
We
que hacer.
rarely actually appreciated what was around us.
No apreciamos lo que está en nuestro
That was always our
alrededor.
thing. We got somewhere to be.
Tenemos que ir a un lugar.
To
y
this
tenemos
point
que ir
where
al lugar.
now, if my wife wants to go to New York for anything, my mind already is set on do this, do that, let's go, let's move.
Si mi esposa me dice vamos a New York a hacer esto y a hacer aquello.
New Yorkers don't really like tourists.
No, a Nueva York no le gustan los turistas más que
We don't necessarily, because you messing up the flow.
porque mata el flujo.
We're walking, we got something to do. It's nothing rude, but just step out the way.
Estamos caminando. No,
You
no
want to
es
stand
no es
there and look
rudeza,
at the
pero
building and
muévase.
take pictures? That's nice. Do it over there.
Usted tiene que sacar fotos. Muy bien, sálgase del medio.
In Jersey, it's a bit different.
En New Jersey,
In fact, way too often, I have folks who are just relaxed at that red light.
hay mucha gente que están en el semáforo muy relajado.
I've gotten to the point where I've gotten too relaxed.
Y yo he llegado a un punto que estoy relajado.
It hits green
Está verde,
and nobody honked yet.
y nadie ha tocado la bocina.
People are still on their phones, like, oh,
La
he'll
gente
move in
está
a
en su
minute.
teléfono, me muevo ahora.
That's odd to me.
Eso es raro para mí.
Driving in a car with my dad, if it hit green and you didn't move, he always had the same phrase.
Si guiando y llegamos a la luz verde,
He always came and said, listen, it doesn't get any greener.
no se pone más verde. Come on,
Go.
muévete.
So,
So,
again, things
Otra
are very
vez,
different here for me.
otra vez, New Jersey es muy diferente para
Another
mí.
one that I take a lot of getting used to this day,
Y otra cosa que
and I've been here since
que
2012,
me es difícil acostumbrarme, estoy aquí desde el 2012,
is the ability to make a right turn on red.
es la habilidad de hacer una derecha con
I will stay at that red
la
light
verde.
and people walk.
Porque en Nueva York te dan multa.
See, because in New York, you cannot make a turn on red unless it says you can.
En Nueva York tú no puedes hacer ningún tipo de viraje a menos que sea verde.
So if there's no sign,
So, si no hay un letrero,
you don't make that turn.
no puedes hacer ese viraje.
You will get a ticket.
Vas a recibir una multa.
So over here, it's opposite.
So, aquí es totalmente diferente.
Over here, you can always make a right turn
Aquí tú puedes
unless
aquí tú puedes hacer una
it
derecha,
says you can't.
a menos que haya un letrero que dice que tú no puedes.
Now, one of the things that I don't like
Una de las cosas que no me
is I
gusta,
feel that that sign is never where I need it to be.
una de las cosas que tengo problema es que ese letrero nunca está donde yo quiero que esté.
Because now I'm at the red light and I think I passed it
Porque ahora estoy ahí y pienso que lo pasé.
and I don't know if I can or I can't.
So, y estoy pensando si puedo o no puedo.
So now I gotta kind of wait there to see if somebody honks at me.
So, estoy esperando que alguien me toque la bocina.
If somebody honks,
Si alguien toca la bocina,
I guess we could go.
me puedo mover.
But then at the same time,
Pero a la misma vez,
there's a few people who don't read signs
hay mucha gente que no leen los letreros.
and they're ready to make that red light and I follow them
Y yo los sigo
and I'm in the wrong
y estoy en lo incorrecto.
and I get caught.
Y yo soy el que la policía le da el boleto.
It's not a fun thing.
No es muy divertido.
So again,
Otra vez,
whether I'm driving,
si estoy guiando,
when you hear me speak,
cuando estoy hablando,
people see the way I dress,
la manera que he visto,
the way I carry myself,
de la manera que actúo,
I'm not from here.
no soy de aquí.
As long as I've been here since
He
2012,
estado aquí desde el 2012.
but I still have many New York habits.
Tengo todavía muchas costumbres de Nueva York.
You see, there's many of you that are in a circumstance that you're in a place that you've never been.
So, hay muchos de ustedes que están en una circunstancia que no han pasado,
You've never been there.
que nunca han pasado.
You've never been in this
nunca han
part of
estado
your
ahí,
life.
Nunca han estado ahí anteriormente.
And you feel like everybody's looking at you
Y usted piensa que todo el mundo lo está mirando
and judging you.
y juzgándolo.
not offering grace,
no dando gracia,
not offering forgiveness.
no dando perdón.
And in your head, you're going, I don't know the rules here. I've never been here.
No sé las reglas, no sé cómo actuar.
Whether it be a new job,
Puede ser un nuevo empleo,
you're learning how things go,
aprendiendo cómo se maneja el
and
empleo.
coworkers seem to be losing patience with you.
Los empleados pierden la paciencia con usted.
For some, you're a new Christian,
Para muchos, usted es un nuevo cristiano
and you're learning the so-called Christian habits,
y está aprendiendo los nuevos hábitos cristianos. Go there.
and having to actually decipher
Y descifrar
what's a good habit to take and which one's not.
cuáles son los buenos hábitos que puedes tener y los malos hábitos que no puedes
You
tener.
got those who have been Christian for so long
Hay algunos de ustedes que han tenido los hábitos
that all of a
cristianos
sudden they've got amnesia
que les da amnesia
and they forgot what it's like to not be a Christian.
y se le olvida que cómo no era ser cristiano
And they forget how much grace you need.
y cómo es mucha paciencia. Oh, grace. Gracias.
They forget how much patience you need
Que mucha paciencia te tiene que tener
because you're learning this new walk.
porque estás aprendiendo este nuevo caminar.
Now, the other thing is that as you continue and have this walk,
Y cuando usted continúa en este caminar,
if you truly are walking with
si
Christ,
usted verdaderamente está caminando con Cristo,
you won't have to say nothing. People next to you already know you of God.
usted no tiene que decir nada. La gente observa que usted tiene a Cristo dentro.
There's something different about you.
Hay algo diferente de usted.
You go to your job, you're new there.
Usted va a su trabajo, usted es nuevo.
Or maybe even if you've been old there.
Y aunque usted sea viejo en el empleo,
And the environment that is usually taking place
en ese ambiente que se mueve,
because of your mere presence has changed.
porque con tu presencia
And it draws people.
cambia y atrae a la gente.
They go, I don't know what it is, but there's something about you.
No sé lo que es, pero hay algo sobre ti
I can't quite figure it out.
que no puedo entender.
In fact, there's a few folks here that the reason you came here was because of a coworker.
Y hay mucha gente de ustedes que han venido por un compañero de trabajo,
Because something about that person
porque algo de esa persona
shows you something different
te mostró algo diferente
and you liked it.
y a usted le agradó.
And you said, I need that.
Y usted dijo, yo necesito de eso.
And the thing is that as you continue to draw close to that person, you will reap in blessings.
Y mientras más usted se acerca a esa persona, más
You didn't even become
bendecido
a
es.
Christian yet.
Y usted ni se ha convertido en
And
un
yet you were
cristiano.
reaping blessings
Y usted ya manifestando
because
bendiciones
of those who were next to you.
por esa persona que usted está cerca de
As
ella.
you continue to draw closer to Christ, not only will you receive blessings, but those around you will receive them.
Mientras usted se acerque más a Cristo, usted va a manifestar bendiciones al resto de las
People will
personas.
notice.
La
They
gente
can't
va-
help but notice.
La gente va a notar, no van a,
It becomes natural.
es algo natural.
There's no effort.
No hay esfuerzo.
It takes no effort for me to let you know that I'm from New York.
A mí no me toma esfuerzo decir que soy de New York.
In fact, when I speak,
De hecho, cuando hablo,
the New York is automatic.
el acento está
Then on top
automático.
of that, let's put on the fact that in May I started an additional job.
Y en mayo empecé un nuevo trabajo.
And every single one of my coworkers know that I'm a minister.
Y cada uno de mis compañeros sabe que soy un ministro.
And I didn't tell them.
Y yo no le tuve que decir eso.
One of the things that we do is we do what's called ride-alongs. We do ride-alongs. People would get in the car
Una
with
de las
you.
cosas que hacemos es que nos compartimos en los,
So basically,
los viajes.
what I do, additional to my other jobs, like many of you know, I work here at the church. I do what I do here. I have my business as photography, videography.
En adición de los muchos trabajos que tengo aquí en la iglesia y en fotografía y otras cosas.
And now my other job is if you actually order a phone from AT&T and say you want it today within 2 hours, it might be me bringing it to you.
Si usted ordena un teléfono
And I set it up in your house.
y
I bring the store over to you.
le seteamos el teléfono y
So-
traemos la tienda a usted.
So that's what we do.
Eso es lo que hacemos.
Now with that, we're in the car a lot.
Con eso
We also do these huddles and we meet up with each other.
nos reunimos y discutimos
And we talk about the day and what we're going to do.
de lo que vamos a hacer
Now
durante el día.
when I got there was a few of them
So, cuando fui allá, y hay algunos de ellos
that with ease
que con mucha
was just cursing regularly.
Fácilmente decían malas palabras, eran malcriados.
The vocabulary was just loose.
El vocabulario era muy malo.
Now, here's the thing. I used to struggle with that.
Una cosa es que yo también
I really did.
tenía problemas con eso.
If there was ever such thing as a good cursor, that was me.
Si había una palabra mala que decir, yo la decía.
It was no good.
No era buena.
See, the thing was then as soon as I got around certain people, it was like autopilot would shut off.
Pero a veces me acercaba a otras personas.
It would just shut right off. I was around my parents, shut off.
Si me acercaba a alguien,
See, because I'll never forget when I think I was
no decía mala palabra.
probably about 12. I was in the bathroom and all of a sudden I just started saying the lyrics to some song.
So, una vez me puse a cantar la
When you're around
literatura.
12, you don't know what you're saying.
So, cuando tú tienes 12 años, no sabes
You
lo que
like
estás
a
diciendo.
beat and a rhythm
Te
and you
gusta el
start saying
ritmo, la
stuff.
música, el ritmo.
My daughter's 3 and she makes up words. She's just making up songs all day long.
Mi hija tiene 13 y hace canciones ella misma.
And the thing is that my mom was right outside the door when I was singing
Y la
this.
cosa es que cuando mi
I
mamá
don't
estaba
remember
fuera
what
de
I
la
was singing.
puerta y estaba cantando
All I remember was I was actually happy.
y yo estaba muy contento
And I'm singing.
diciendo malas palabras en la canción.
And I'm going out the bathroom.
Y voy fuera del baño
And as soon as I came out, my mom said, "Pop!"
y tan pronto vine, mi mamá
and smacked me right in my mouth.
me dio en la boca
And I just remember being in shock.
y yo estaba en shock.
And she said, don't let me ever hear you say any of those things again.
Que nunca te oiga decir eso más
From there on
nunca.
in,
Y de ese punto
autopilot.
ponía el
Mom and dad was around, shut it off.
automático. Mamá, mi
Some
mamá
people
está
do that
alrededor.
with their life as a Christian.
So, algunas veces hacemos eso en nuestro caminar cristiano.
Depending on who you're around, you camouflage.
Depende de quién estamos alrededor, que nos camuflajeamos.
Some of you got multiple Instagrams.
Tenemos múltiples Instagram.
On one hand,
En una parte
you showing all kind of nonsense.
enseña mucha basura
And you speak, you got a whole nother dialect.
y tienes un dialecto muy malo
And you hop in and out easy.
y tienes muchas cosas fáciles.
See, if you truly had some conviction, that wouldn't be too easy.
No. Tienes
That
cosas
should start having an effect on you.
que tienen un efecto en ti.
Nobody can keep up 2 lives. One is hard enough.
Nadie puede tener 2 vidas
And it's going to catch up.
y eso te va a atrapar.
So be careful.
Tenga mucho cuidado.
Fair warning.
Eso es un mensaje.
Before you know it,
Antes que
you're going to get smacked in the mouth.
te van a dar en la boca,
And you're not going to like it.
y no te va a gustar.
You ain't going to like who did it.
No te va a gustar quién lo
You're
hizo.
not going to like who it came from.
No te va a gustar de
But
dónde
you
vino,
needed to hear it.
pero necesitas
needed that.
escucharlo. Necesitas escucharlo.
You truly say you want better,
Tú dices que eres mejor,
but yet you continue to choose the opposite.
pero escoges lo contrario.
And you give yourself enough grace, but you don't give it to others.
Tú te das mucho tiempo, pero no se lo das a otros.
You give yourself a whole lot of freedoms,
Te das muchas libertades,
but if someone else that you saw in the church doing what you did, you would crucify them.
pero si otra persona en la iglesia hace eso mismo, tú lo crucificas.
And you mess around
Hace muchas
and you
cosas que no
complain
debes,
about religious folk,
y
but you're religious.
te quejas de la
Because
gente
apparently
religiosas
you live into your standards,
porque aparentemente tú vives en tus
not God's
estándares,
standards.
no en los estatutos de Dios,
You grant yourself an exception for what you like
y tú te das una excepción a lo que a ti te gusta,
and say, oh, well, I'm struggling.
pero yo estoy pasando por un
No,
momento difícil.
it's not a struggle when you give it a license.
Es una lucha, pero no es una lucha cuando es algo de la vida.
You gave it the okay to be in your life.
Usted le dio el permiso para estar en su vida.
Right now, if someone here got a license for a gun,
Hay aquí alguien que tiene un permiso para una pistola, tener una pistola.
police officer's not going to take it from you
Un policía no se la va a quitar
because you got a license.
porque usted tiene una licencia.
It's yours.
Es de usted.
You gave it legitimacy.
Usted le dio legitimidad.
Some folks are doing that with their sin.
Algunas personas están haciendo eso mismo con sus pecados.
They gave it legitimacy.
Le da legitimidad.
They give it license.
Te dan licencia.
So they made it permissible.
Lo hacen permisible,
But if someone else did it, they'll say that they don't have a license.
pero si alguien más lo hace, usted le dice, ellos no tienen licencia.
this is not okay.
Esto no está bien.
And you live in these double lives,
Y vivimos en esta doble vida,
and you flip-flopping.
de lado a lado.
And the thing is,
Y la cosa es,
you think you're going unnoticed.
y usted piensa que no
You're not as
sido
slick as you
notado.
think you are.
Usted no es tan listo como se
People are
cree.
not even trying to be in your business.
Nadie está tratando de estar en sus
And
negocios.
everybody know.
Y todo el mundo lo sabe.
And in fact, the ones who are giving you grace aren't talking about you.
Y los que te dan gracias, pues,
They're praying for you,
están orando por ti.
but you're upset with them.
Pero estás molesto con ellos.
You want to talk a lot about them
No quieres hablar de ellos
and say all kind of nonsense.
y hablar basura de ellos,
Things unconfirmed.
cosas que no son confirmables.
How dare you?
¿Cómo usted se atreve?
We're supposed to be brothers and sisters in the Lord.
Tenemos que ser hermanos y hermanas. Se supone que
Like I
seamos
said.
hermanos y hermanas.
I come from a close-knit family.
Nosotros somos, como dije anteriormente, soy de una familia bien querida.
You show love to one another.
Usted tiene que demostrar amor
Even
a
in
los unos
times
a
of
los otros.
disagreement.
A
I may have a problem with my brother, but if somebody came against him,
Yo puedo tener un problema con mi hermano, pero si alguien se mete con él,
I'm standing next to him.
yo me voy a parar.
We
al lado
gonna
de
deal
él.
with this
Nosotros vamos a bregar con este asunto
because I love you.
porque lo amo.
We're gonna deal with it.
Vamos a bregar
We're not
con el
gonna just swipe it
asunto.
under the rug
No lo vamos a tirar debajo de la alfombra
and then bring it up 3 years later.
y después sacarlo 3 días después.
No, we're gonna deal with it
Vamos a bregar
because
con
as
eso.
brothers and sisters in the Lord, we can do that.
Porque los hermanos en Cristo
And be respectful.
podemos hacerlo respetuosamente.
Show nothing but love to one another.
Enseñar, mostrar amor los unos a los otros.
Again, as you continue to have Christ in your life, it should ooze in your pores that Christ is in your
Y
life.
cuando usted tiene a Cristo en su vida, se supone que se derrame por
Everything that you're
todo.
involved with, everybody
En
knows,
todo,
everybody can tell.
En todo lo que usted se envuelve,
There's no
derrama
doubt, there's
Cristo
no
en su
question
vida.
if Christ is in your life.
que Cristo está en su vida.
But if they're still questioning, you got a lot more to go.
Pero si la gente está cuestionando, pues usted tiene un problema.
Now, don't get me wrong, we all do.
Nosotros todos tenemos ese
We all
poquito.
fall short,
Nosotros nos quedamos cortos,
but we continue to do better.
pero continuamos haciendo lo mejor.
Don't give what you're struggling with a license to stay there.
No le dé permiso a lo que usted está luchando.
Don't believe the lie
No crea la mentira
that an old dog can't learn new tricks.
que un perro puede aprender, un perro viejo puede aprender trucos nuevos.
You've got folks who they believe at their age, oh, that's it, I'm this weight. I'm never going to be any lighter.
Hay gente que se envejece y llegan.
My
y dicen,
knees are messed up.
mi rodilla está
And you
mal".
just start making all kind of
Y
excuses.
hacemos muchas excusas para no hacer ejercicio.
If you actually open up your eyes and tried,
Hasta que uno abre
there's
sus ojos.
many that struggle the same way you did.
Hay muchos que estamos luchando como usted.
I've seen 80-year-old women
He visto mujeres de 80 años
who are strong,
que son fuertes,
lifting up weights more than I can
que
at my age
hacen ejercicio, levantan pesa
because of the determination.
por la determinación que tienen.
Don't be defeated in your head.
No pierden su, en
You
su
feed
mente.
yourself all kind of lies.
Usted se derrota en su mente.
You lost before you started.
Usted pierde antes de empezar.
Don't do that.
No haga eso.
You can do it.
Usted lo puede hacer.
In fact, one of the reasons you come to church is to meet others who are struggling the same.
De hecho, usted llega a la iglesia y
Listen.
ve gente luchando.
Coming to church is not a thing of, I got it.
Cuando usted viene a la iglesia no quiere decir que usted
I
lo
come
tiene.
because I don't got it.
Es porque usted no lo tiene y necesita ese empujón.
And I need you.
Y lo necesito.
One of the things we did as a family years back when is when Weight Watchers first came out.
Una de las cosas que hicimos en familia fue cuando Weight Watchers,
And there's a meeting that you go to. And it's an encouragement meeting. It's almost like going to AA meeting.
hacen unas
For fat
reuniones que nos dicen cómo alimentarnos.
Listen, I know what I am. It's all right. I'm still, thankfully for my wife, this last year I lost 50 pounds. Amen?
Gracias a ya he perdido
My wife.
50 libras
See, she fed me greens.
por la
Right.
comida que hace mi esposa.
Now, One of the things with that is that when going to those meetings, every time you go to that meeting and everybody talks about how much it was a struggle not to eat that cookie,
Okay, cuando iba a las reuniones y nos decían cómo
and you
comer
just hear these stories of everybody like, man, that cake was so tempting, and I said no.
y decían las historias y de lo que comían.
And every time you go to this meeting, you got to pay $10.
Y usted cada vez que iba a esa reunión pagaba $10.
Now, there was 7 of us.
Éramos 7 de nosotros.
We said, we got a group right here.
Tenemos un grupo aquí.
We could save ourselves $10 each,
Nos podemos ahorrar $10 cada uno.
and we could meet amongst ourselves.
Y nos podemos reunir nosotros mismos.
We said, yeah, let's do that.
Vamos a reunirnos y sí, vamos
This was
a
a
hacer eso.
bright idea.
Esta es una idea brillante.
We were convinced.
Estamos convencidos.
So we started.
So empezamos.
We didn't last a week.
No duramos una semana.
We started talking with one another. After a week, we were all eating cookies together.
Empezamos a hablar entre los unos a los otros. Empezamos a
We were all having pizza at
galletas,
11 o'clock at night.
comiendo pizza.
We started trying to, you can't rely on someone else who's struggling just like you.
Usted no puede luchar con alguien que está luchando.
We're going to save ourselves a couple bucks.
Estamos tratando de ahorrar dinero.
We stopped going to those meetings and we all gained more weight.
Dejamos de ir a otras reuniones y todos ganamos peso otra vez.
I see coming to church like that.
Y yo veo iglesias así.
I see coming here as a reminder to keep it up,
Y yo veo viniendo aquí es un recordatorio de eso,
to keep it going.
de seguir hacia adelante.
Because everybody in here
Porque
is
todos-
struggling with something.
Porque todos aquí estamos luchando con algo,
But we're working towards being better.
pero estamos trabajando para mejorar.
And
en ese
many of you have
aspecto.
gotten to that space of, man, I'm so much different than what I used to be.
Y estamos trabajando ahí y hemos visto cómo hemos mejorado.
Back to the cursing, where at my job, I've struggled with it in previous and past about,
En el pasado tenía
I'll be
problemas con mi lenguaje
I'll be
profano.
real honest with you, the best I've been was just 3 years ago.
Lo mejor que he estado ha sido 3 años atrás.
Because listen, I understand. Sometimes there's a certain feeling you got, and the only word that describes what you feel is that curse.
Hay veces que uno no puede aguantar y dice una mala palabra.
And you're like, this is the only word that describes this right now.
La
I
única
get
palabra
it.
que describe esto.
However,
Sin
that's
embargo,
also with the fact that many of us don't have the communication skills we need.
pero hay muchas veces que no tenemos la comunicación adecuada para expresarnos.
We don't have the vocabulary or the way to actually communicate more effectively without using such elementary
Hay
vocabulary.
muchas palabras, nuestro vocabulario no es tan amplio para usar una palabra apropiada.
And I say elementary because I learned to curse when I was in 2nd grade.
Porque yo aprendí a decir malas palabras cuando estaba en 2º grado.
The kids in my class did it.
Los niños en mi clase
By
lo
4th
decían.
grade, kids were doing it all the time. I said, this is how we talk.
So, lo hacían todos cuando estaban
You
en
keep
4º grado.
surrounding yourself around this, you think what you're doing is normal.
So, si usted sigue en esa atmósfera, pues va a seguir diciendo malas
This
palabras.
is acceptable.
Esto es aceptable.
You haven't decided to say, no, you know what? There's something that needs to change in my life.
So, usted tiene que decidir.
When I finally
hay que-
decided
algo
to make that
cambie,
change,
cambio.
it started with my music.
Cuando yo decidí hacer ese cambio fue en mi
I
música.
started to change with my music, and that was hard.
Empecé a cambiar mi
'Cause I love
música.
my
Y eso
music.
fue
That's the
muy
way I would say
difícil.
it. Don't take it away from me. I DJ'd for years,
So, yo fui un DJ por
right?
muchos
So
años.
it was a process.
Era un proceso
But to move on with my sermon is that
para mover mis
now to this point,
a este
I
punto.
didn't say anything
No he dicho nada
around any of my coworkers about me being a Christian,
No he dicho nada a mis a mis
About me being a
compañeros
minister.
que no soy un cristiano, que soy un ministro,
but they started apologizing
pero ellos pedían perdón
for cursing around me.
por decir malas palabras alrededor mío.
They felt a level of conviction with my mere presence.
Sentían un sentido de culpabilidad a mi alrededor.
They saw that the music I played in the car and the way I spoke,
Ponían el tipo de veían el tipo de música que yo ponía.
it automatically put them, I didn't have to go, you're doing wrong. You shouldn't be talking like that. That's not of God.
Yo no tenía que decir, esto no es de Dios, esto no es
You ain't got
así.
to do none of that.
No tuve que juzgar a nadie.
Your mere presence can bring conviction.
Tu mera presencia puede traer convicción.
People know that you walking with God, so much so that let's talk about Joseph.
La gente puede notar que usted está con Dios. Vamos a hablar de
Joseph,
José.
in Genesis chapters 39, skip 38, 37, skip 38 from 39 to about 45, the Bible talks about Joseph.
La Biblia habla de José desde el capítulo 39.
Everybody here
45.
familiar with Joseph's story? Anybody who's not, raise your hand.
¿Alguien aquí está familiarizado con la historia de José?
I'll give you a quick recap.
Vamos a dar un resumen breve.
Okay, Joseph was one boy
José era un niño
of
Un hombre,
13.
de 13.
He had one sister,
Tenía una hermana,
11 brothers.
11 hermanos.
There was only one brother younger than him.
Solamente había un hermano menor.
The Bible says that he was very close to his father Jacob.
La Biblia dice que era muy apegado a su padre.
His older brothers didn't like that.
Sus hermanos mayores no le caían bien.
His older brothers that steered them up, they did not like it.
Sus hermanos mayores lo
In fact, they
detestaban,
talk about how much they hated him.
lo odiaban,
They hated him
lo odiaban.
so much so that anytime he came around, they started to plot.
Lo odiaban tanto que cada vez que él venía a
it
su
grew.
alrededor y planeaban cómo hacerle daño.
It says that at the age of 17,
A la edad de 17,
Joseph was given by his father basically the authority to supervise his brothers.
José recibió de su papá la autoridad de supervisar a sus hermanos.
All
A los
except
17
one
años.
was older than him.
Solamente uno.
Jacob loved Joseph so much that he gave him a coat.
Jacob amaba tanto a José que le dio una túnica.
This coat was made of many colors.
Esta túnica fue hecha de muchos colores.
In fact, it's important to know that this coat
Es
was
importante saber que esta
stitched all the
túnica
way through,
que fue
all the
tejida,
threading.
fue tejida totalmente.
It wasn't a coat made of patches and pieces.
No era hecha de pedazos, fue uno.
It was to
Fue
show you
tejida
the
totalmente.
importance of what he was wearing.
Mostraba la importancia de
You
lo
see,
que
the
él se
coat he
estaba
was
poniendo.
wearing represented the position in which he had.
La túnica demostraba la posición que él tenía.
His brothers hated his position.
Los hermanos odiaban su posición.
There was one day where the brothers were actually out in a whole other city.
Los hermanos estaban trabajando en una ciudad.
They were in a whole other city and they were supposed to be at pasture with the flock.
Se suponía que estuvieran pastoreando las ovejas y estaban en otra ciudad.
Jacob says to Joseph,
Jacob le dijo a José,
get ready and go to where your brothers are.
prepárate y ve donde tus hermanos.
I love it because Joseph's response was, I'm ready.
Y me encanta porque la respuesta de José es, estoy listo.
God is getting ready to send some of you on a mission,
Dios está preparando a uno de ustedes a una misión
and your response needs to be, I'm ready.
y su respuesta tiene que ser, estoy listo.
Joseph was ready to go.
José estaba ya preparado para ir.
Soon as Jacob sent him,
Tan pronto Jacob lo mandó,
he went into the city they were supposed to be and they weren't there.
él fue a la ciudad donde se suponía que estuvieran.
Someone else along the path saw him and said, what are you looking for?
Alguien lo vio en el camino y
Says, I'm
le
looking for my
dijo,
brothers.
¿a quién buscaba? Y busca a mi
Said,
hermano.
oh, I overheard them talking about going to another town.
Ellos fueron a otra ciudad.
So now he goes to that other town.
So él va a la otra ciudad.
Now, the brothers already have a history of not doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Los hermanos ya tienen un historial de que no hacen lo que tienen que hacer
And they're upset
y están
with Joseph
enojados con José
because he's actually drawn so close to his father respects the words that he says.
porque es tan apegado a su padre que el padre respeta la palabra que él dice.
And Joseph respects his father enough to tell him the truth.
Y José respeta tanto a su padre que le dice la verdad.
Joseph isn't one who lies.
José no dice mentira.
Joseph wasn't one to actually cover for his brothers and say that they were doing something that they were supposed to be doing, but they actually weren't.
José no cubría nada malo de lo que hacían los hermanos.
He would report back to his father and tell him what they were
Él
doing.
reportaba la verdad a su padre.
So he was a man of integrity.
Era un hombre de integridad.
His brothers see him coming,
Los hermanos lo ven venir
and right away they start to plot
y
on murdering
rápidamente
him.
empiezan a planear cómo matarlo.
right away they see him from afar. They see the coat.
Y lo ven de lejos, ven la túnica,
They see his position. They see his mantle. They see it coming.
ven su posición, ven su manto, ven su túnica.
And they want to strip him of it.
Y le quieren quitarle la túnica.
They start to plot against him.
Empiezan a planear cómo matarlo.
They start to say, look, when he gets close, we're going to kill him. This is what we're going to do.
Cuando se acerque, lo vamos a
We want
matar.
to kill him and we want to throw him in a pit.
Y lo vamos a matar y lo vamos a tirar en una cisterna.
They were in a town, Dothan, and Dothan, they actually had a lot of these pits.
Teníamos en una ciudad donde había
The way
muchas cisternas.
a lot of these pits were, that they were actually, they were small at the bottom, but the top was even smaller.
Las cisternas eran pequeñas adentro y afuera también.
So if you actually fell into one of those pits, you couldn't get out by yourself.
So, si usted caía en una de esas cisternas, no podía salir.
So they wanted to kill him and put him in one of those
So, querían matarlo y ponerlo en una
for the
cisterna
mere hate that they had for him.
por el odio que tenían.
This is supposed to be their brother,
Y este se suponía que fuera
their
el
younger
hermano.
brother at that. Not only did they hate him, but in fact, they were envious of him.
No
The
solamente
Bible
lo
says.
odiaban, pero le envidiaban también.
Envy.
Envidia,
I want to tell you what the definition of that
te voy a
is.
decir la
Because
definición
some
de
of us
envidia.
throw the word around, and I want you to get a grasp. Envy is a feeling of discontent
Es un sentimiento de descontentamiento
or resentful longing aroused by someone else's possessions and or qualities.
resentimiento por algo que alguien posee.
There are some folks who look at you
I-
and they are envious.
Hay gente que lo ve a usted y lo envidia.
First, it started they hated you.
Ahora empieza
It started with hating you.
con odiarlo, con odiarlo.
They hated what you were. They hated what you are.
Odian lo que usted es.
Now, as you get better and you're in a place that they want to be because they're in discontent,
Y según usted va mejorando,
discontent
llega a un
meaning
lugar,
dissatisfied, especially with one circumstance.
descontentamiento que tiene que ver con estar
There are
dissatisfecho.
people who are around you who are dissatisfied with their circumstance
Hay gente que
and
está
they take it out on you.
Hay gente que está a su alrededor y están insatisfechos con su situación y lo cogen con usted.
Don't sweat it
No lo sude,
because I'm going to tell you how much God was with Joseph
porque le voy a decir cómo Dios estaba con
and how much
José.
he's with you.
Y le voy a decir,
Through every step of Joseph's journey,
en cada paso de José,
God was with him.
Dios estaba con él.
So his brothers plotted.
Sus hermanos planearon.
The older brother, Reuben,
El hermano mayor, Rubén,
said,
le dijo,
let's not kill him.
no lo vamos a matar,
He didn't want to shed his blood.
no queremos derramar su sangre.
He
No
knew it
quería
was
derramar.
wrong.
Él sabía que estaba mal,
Part of that was because Reuben in earlier chapters actually hurt his father because he slept with his father's wife.
pero fue que Rubén durmió con una de las
So,
esposas de
so he's
Jacob.
already not in a good position with dad.
So él está en una mala posición ya con su padre.
But at the same time, he doesn't like Joseph.
Pero también no le cae bien José.
But at the same time, he knows how crazy his brothers are.
Pero también sabe que sus hermanos son medio locos.
Instead of standing up to them, he comes up with a different plan.
En vez de hacerle frente a sus hermanos, prepara un plan diferente.
His new plan is let's not hurt him, but we're going to still throw him in the pit.
El plan era, no nos vamos a hacer daño, vamos a poner en una cisterna.
He didn't even say what the whole plan was. He held out the fact that the other part of his plan was that he's going to come back later and get Joseph without his brothers.
Pero la parte que él dejó fue que él iba a venir después a hacerlo.
See, the Bible doesn't distinctly say this, but when I read in between the lines,
La Biblia no dice esto, pero cuando yo
and what
leo
I believe God
entre
shows
líneas,
us there was that Reuben
Rubén
didn't have the heart to stand up to his brothers.
no tenía el corazón para hacerle frente a sus hermanos.
He wasn't righteous.
No era justo.
He didn't stand up to them because he said, I know this is wrong,
No le hizo frente a sus hermanos. Sabía que esto no estaba bien,
but I believe my own brothers will kill me if I stand up against them.
pero si no hago esto, mis hermanos me van a matar.
So what I want to do is postpone it.
So yo lo que era
I want to put him in the pit.
quiero poner en la cisterna
When we get back home,
y cuando vamos a
I'm
la
going to come
casa,
back.
vengo después,
I'm going to get Joseph.
coja a José,
I'll go back. And because I'm home, Dad's going to be happy with me because I brought back Joseph. But then at the same time, my brothers can't kill me because I'm in the presence of Dad.
quería traerlo a su padre, pero no
See, there's
funcionó.
some Christians, and here's the thing. You around some people that you need to be correcting,
Hay gente que está alrededor tuyo que tú tienes que corregir.
But you want to maintain a certain relationship with them.
O tienes que tener una relación con
You
ellos.
can't seem to depart.
Tú no te puedes apartar
For
de ellos.
some reason, you still need their validity.
Tú necesitas ser valorizado
For
por
some
ellos.
reason, you need their validation.
Tienes validación por ellos.
But you need to let that go
Pero tienes que dejar
because they're nothing but
puedes aceptar
toxic.
eso, porque eso es tóxico. Eso
They're
es
no good
tóxico.
for you.
Eso no es bueno para usted.
In fact, if you stood up, they'd respect you more.
De hecho, si usted le hace frente, le
They say what
respetan
they
más.
say around you because they don't respect you.
Se viven alrededor porque usted no lo respetan.
When you got respect for certain people,
Cuando usted tiene respeto por las
there's things you
personas,
don't do around them.
no le hace nada malo.
Like I said, I went on autopilot around my parents. It's like, no, no, no.
No decía malas palabras de mi
You
padre.
don't do that around them.
No.
There are so many individuals who carry around being disrespectful to one another.
Hay muchos individuos que son muy no son respetuosos los unos a los otros.
Not respecting what God has done with these
No
people.
están respetando lo que Dios hace con ellos.
Not respecting what God has done with you.
No respetando lo que Dios ha hecho con usted.
All because
Todo
they envy you.
porque le envidian,
Because they want what you got.
porque quieren lo que usted quiere.
And they're not willing to put in the effort to get there.
Y
It's not that they can't get there, they're too lazy to get there.
No están poniendo el esfuerzo de llegar ahí y tampoco son unos vagos.
You can do it. We can all get better, but you're too lazy.
Todos podemos mejorar, pero es que son vagos.
Laziness is actually one of the 4 elements of the 4 roots to any sin.
La vagancia es uno de los 7 elementos de las raíces de los pecados.
Look at almost any sin, and somewhere you can find that it started because someone was being lazy.
Usted puede observar que un pecado llegó allí porque usted
You're too lazy to read your
vago.
word. You're too lazy to come to church.
Leer la
You're too
palabra.
lazy to put on a
Vago
podcast.
porque-
You're too lazy.
Vago por no venir a la iglesia, vago por
And
no
because
leer
you're lazy,
la
you
palabra,
make those
y
excuses.
porque usted es vago y hace muchas excusas.
Listen, I get it. I've made them myself.
Lo entiendo, yo lo he hecho también.
I can't let go of this music. No.
No puedo dejar que esta música,
I can't go to church every Sunday.
no puedo ir a la iglesia los domingos.
Listen, I gotta eat that Nabisco cookie. That's a good cookie.
Me tengo que la galleta cookie.
Come on, you tell me I can't have apple juice? You gonna tell me I can't have this?
No puedo tener esto.
Here's the thing: when you really want to see results,
Cuando usted quiere ver
you're gonna do
resultados,
something about it.
usted va a hacer algo.
And too often you don't do nothing about it until you in the pit.
Y usted no va a hacer algo hasta que esté en la
You don't
cisterna.
do nothing about it until the only option you have is God.
Usted no va a hacer nada hasta que la única opción es Dios.
But meanwhile, God has been using your brothers and sisters to help show you the way.
Pues, Dios ha usado los hermanos y hermanas para mostrarle el camino,
Now again, you don't want to stand up to these people.
pero usted no se quiere parar de frente.
You don't want to call out what's wrong.
Usted no quiere decir lo que está mal.
And you play both sides.
Y juega los dos
And they
lados.
look at you like that.
Los dos lados.
They actually look at you as the one who keeps bringing information.
Usted ve el que trae información.
Listen, if I got something to say to Danny,
Si yo tengo algo que decirle a Dani,
I talk to Danny.
yo le hablo a Dani.
We got mutual respect,
Tenemos respeto
nothing but
mutuo,
love.
mutuo amor.
We know that we can handle a conversation no matter how intense it gets
Nosotros podemos tener una
because we got respect.
por el respeto.
Now, I know that there's information in which me and him can speak, and you know
Hay
that information stays right here
Información
because
se
it's
da
only
entre
about
nosotros,
me and you.
porque la información
It's got nothing to do with nobody else.
no tiene que ver con nadie más.
But people, you're someone here, they doing that.
Pero hay
They go
gente
back
que
and
va
forth.
de lado a lado,
They play that.
de lado a lado. No
And
están
you wonder, I don't know why all this information keeps coming to me. The door is wide open. You make yourself readily and available for it.
Si usted hace
And they know that.
La puerta es ancha y ellos lo saben.
In fact, when you even hint at, you know what, let's maybe we change conversation,
Y cuando usted dice, vamos a cambiar la conversación porque es muy intensa,
they pay you no mind.
no le prestan atención.
And you stay with them.
Y usted se queda
You
con ellos.
continue to choose that to be part of your life. When Reuben did what he did,
Cuando Rubén hizo lo que
he
hizo,
kept trying to play both sides.
estaba jugando a los dos lados.
Fast forward, since that was the plan, they put Reuben into that. They put Joseph into the pit.
Y
While Joseph was in the pit, Reuben is now not with his brothers. Before they put Joseph into the pit, they stripped him of his coat. There are people trying to strip others of their ministry. There are others trying to strip people of what God has given to them.
Rubén fue a ver al hermano.
There are folks in your life, they see you, they see what you got, they want to be where you are, and they try to strip you.
La gente ve lo que usted es y lo tratan de vestir.
But don't worry,
Pero no se preocupe,
God is with you.
Dios está con ustedes.
You see, when they stripped, they see for them, the
Cuando
position
le desnudaron, vieron la posición.
was with the coat.
Vieron que la posición estaba con la túnica.
For them,
Para ellos,
who Joseph was the coat.
lo que José era
So I want to
túnica.
strip you of the coat.
Le quitaron
I'm
la
going to take this
túnica.
from you.
Te puedo coger esto.
They were totally misled.
Estaban muy equivocados.
See, they found value in the coat.
Ellos vieron
There
valor
was
en la
no,
túnica.
sure, the coat had some value, but it was nothing compared to what Joseph had inside.
La túnica tenía valor, pero no
You
era
see, because as the
comparable
story
con lo que José
goes,
tenía dentro.
everywhere Joseph went, value went.
Donde cada vez que José iba a un
Everywhere
lugar,
Joseph
había valor.
went, he succeeded.
Donde quiera fue era un éxito.
Without trying,
Sin tratar,
it came effortlessly.
vino fácilmente.
And everyone around him knew it. He didn't have to say that God was with me. Everybody knew God was with
Y
him.
todos alrededor sabían que Dios estaba con él.
He was in that pit, and look at
Estaba en esa cisterna.
how unashamed his brothers were. While Joseph
Miren
was
la
in
falta
the
de
pit
vergüenza de los hermanos.
with no water,
Sin agua.
they went and sat back down to eat.
Los hermanos fueron a comer.
They just put their younger brother,
Pusieron a su
stripped
hermano
him of his
menor,
coat,
le quitaron
put
la
him in a
túnica,
pit,
lo pusieron en una cisterna
and said, let's go eat.
y le dijeron, vamos a comer.
While they're sitting down eating,
Cuando ellos estaban comiendo,
some Ishmaelites came by.
unos ismaelitas pasaban.
When they saw the Ishmaelites, they did a lot of trading.
Cuando los ismaelitas
Between the countries.
hacían mucho comercio entre los países,
The brothers saw this as an opportunity
los hermanos vieron esto como una
to
oportunidad
sell Joseph.
para vender a José.
They said, let's make a profit off of him.
Vamos a hacer una ganancia de esto.
They said, yeah, let's make a profit. Why shouldn't we make something off of
Vamos a
him?
hacer una ganancia de esto.
There's people who are trying to profit off of you.
Hay gente que quiere hacer ganancia de
There's
usted.
people who say, man, if we destroy this
Si
person,
destruimos a esta persona,
positions open up for me.
la posición se abrirá para mí.
If we destroy this person,
Si destruimos
they
a esta
trying to do it
persona,
at your job.
lo hacemos en su trabajo.
They trying to say at your job, oh,
En su trabajo.
they
te
coming
dicen,
up with stuff.
Vienen con
You know
cosas.
how many Post-its she takes?
¿Tú sabes cuántas
You know all the staples she takes? You know, she sits by that. She's by the water jug a little too long. They just trying to come up with
Está
stuff.
tomando mucha agua. Está texteando
Meanwhile, the
mucho.
boss knows.
El jefe sabe que
They knows the value in you.
el valor que usted tiene.
So don't pay no mind.
No le ponga atención.
Let your work speak for itself.
Deje que su trabajo
Do
hable
what
por
you
usted.
do.
Haga lo que usted
Be the
haga.
best.
Usted sea
Show
mejor.
Christ.
Seña a Cristo.
They can't do nothing
No pueden hacer nada.
because everything that comes out their mouth is false.
Porque todo lo que viene de su boca
It's going to
es
fall on
falso.
deaf ears.
Eso va a ir a oídos sordos.
So when this happened,
Cuando esto pasa,
let me tell you what they sold Joseph for.
vamos a decirle por
They
cuánto
went back,
vendieron.
got Joseph, sold him to the Ishmaelites for what the Bible says, 20 silver coins.
Lo vendieron por 20 monedas de plata.
Technically, what that would kind of revert to nowadays is about almost $13, about
Eso sería-
$12.80.
Eso sería como $13.
That was the value they put on their brother,
Ese es el valor que pusieron en su hermano.
about $13.
$13.
You know how much Judas sold Jesus for?
¿Usted sabe por cuánto Judas vendió a Cristo?
Only $6 more,
Solamente $6 más.
about $20.
$20.
To see how shameful.
Usted puede ver la
The
falta
fact
de
that
vergüenza.
the value that was in front of them, they could not see it.
No pudieron ver el valor que estaba
You
frente
ever
de
had
ellos.
someone offer you a deal that they didn't realize how good the deal was that they were giving you?
Usted le han dado un negocio que usted no aprecia. Y
The Ishmaelites knew what they were buying.
los ismaelitas sabían lo que estaban comprando.
That was a good deal for them
Eso fue un buen negocio para ellos.
because they knew they were going to profit something big off of them.
Ellos sabían que iban a tener una gran ganancia.
But the brothers, they didn't understand value.
Pero los hermanos no sabían
They
lo que
didn't.
era
They
valor.
couldn't see past their own emotions.
Ellos no podían ver el pasado, su emoción.
All they saw was
Todo lo que vieron-
ends to their own means. All they saw was we get to get rid of Joseph. We can now open up to where we could probably get close to dad.
Venían los beneficios de estar cerca de su padre.
It's only all what could benefit them,
Todo lo que
and they
beneficiaba
still
a ellos.
actually put a value that was way too low.
Y con todo eso pusieron un valor que era muy bajo.
So now they sold them. Now that they sold
Ahora
the
lo
Ishmaelites,
venden a los ismaelitas.
now when the Ishmaelites go and they take him to Egypt.
Los ismaelitas lo llevan a Egipto.
As they take him over to Egypt,
Lo llevan a Egipto.
Reuben comes back.
Rubén
Reuben comes back to get him, and he's
regresa
not there.
a buscarlo y no lo encuentra.
He comes in a panic.
Él
The boy's not there.
está temoroso,
The boy's not
está
there.
asustado. ¿Dónde está el
Where is
niño?
he?
¿Dónde está el muchacho?
What are we going to do?
¿Qué vamos a hacer?
The brothers never told Reuben what they did.
Los hermanos le dijeron a Rubén lo que
The
hicieron.
Bible doesn't say that they shared with him that information.
La Biblia no dice eso.
The only thing they did was then actually say, let's take his coat.
Vamos a coger la túnica,
We're going to kill a male goat.
vamos
We're going to rub it in blood.
a una cabra
And then
y usar la sangre para...
what they did was, when they did that, they didn't even give the coat to their father themselves.
Cuando hicieron eso no mandaron la túnica.
When they went back, they UPS'd it.
La-
They FedExed
se, la,
it.
se la mandaron a alguien.
They gave it to someone else to give to the
Se
father.
la dieron a alguien y para que se la trayera al padre.
When the father saw it,
Cuando el padre lo vio,
he verified that it was Joseph.
verificó que la túnica era de José.
You see, the father recognized what he gave his son.
El padre reconoció lo que le dio al hijo.
He didn't have to inspect it for too long.
No tuvo que impresionarlo por mucho
God
tiempo.
knows what he gave you.
Dios sabe lo que te dio.
He knows what's inside of you.
Él sabe lo que está dentro de usted.
You may not know what's there.
Usted no sabe
But
lo
he
que está
knows.
dentro, pero él sabe.
He recognizes it.
Él reconoce eso.
It's time you do.
Es tiempo que usted lo
It's time
reconozca.
you recognize you have what he's given you.
Es tiempo que usted reconozca
You
lo que
have
él
all
le ha
that you
dado.
need to succeed in the mission that he has for you
Que usted,
right now.
usted tenga éxito
You
con la
have
misión
it.
que usted le ha dado.
Recognize it.
Reconozca eso.
Jacob recognized it.
Jacob lo reconoció.
He started mourning for days.
Estaba de luto por días.
He mourned for his son.
Tuvo luto.
No one could get him out of it.
Nadie lo podía.
No one can get him out of his mourning for his son.
Él estaba de luto.
Now, while he's mourning, Joseph is now sold in Egypt. When he gets sold in Egypt, he gets sold to Potiphar.
Lo mandaron a Egipto.
Potiphar
Fue enviado a Potifar.
is an officer for Pharaoh.
Potifar era un oficial del faraón.
Remember, Joseph was basically a supervisor for his father.
Recuerde que José era un supervisor.
From being
para
a
su-
supervisor, he was in a pit. From the pit, he got sold into
estaba en una
slavery.
cisterna, lo vendieron a esclavo.
Now Joseph's done nothing wrong.
José no ha hecho nada malo.
So many of you are asking God, why is this happening to me? I've done nothing wrong.
Muchos de ustedes están preguntándose,
I'm giving my all.
he hecho todo. ¿Y qué ha pasado? No he hecho
Why?
nada malo. ¿Por qué?
I don't deserve this.
No, esto no merezco esto.
Why me?
¿Por qué yo?
I urge you stay just a little longer because God's with you.
Porque Dios está con
God was
usted.
with Joseph.
Dios
When he
estaba
got
con
sold
José.
into Potiphar's house,
Fue vendido al Potifar.
as a slave,
Como esclavo,
as a servant,
como sirviente,
he showed that God was with him.
mostró que Dios estaba con él.
He didn't wait to try to have a position higher than slave
Él no esperó que estar en una posición más alta de esclavo
to show that God was with him.
para mostrar que Dios
To
estaba
show
con
that
él.
no matter where he was going to be
Para mostrar que no importara dónde
filled
estuviera,
with God.
él estaba lleno de Dios.
The position didn't matter.
La posición no
God was
importaba.
with him.
Dios estaba con él.
So as a slave,
Como esclavo,
Potiphar saw, but the Bible says that Potiphar saw that the Lord was with Joseph.
La Biblia dice que Potifar vio que
Potiphar
Dios
recognized it.
reconoció lo que Dios tenía.
After recognizing it, he started to put Joseph in charge.
Y al reconocerlo puso a José
And
encargado
everything
de
he
todo,
Everything he put Joseph in charge of
de todo en la casa.
excelled. Potiphar benefited. He received blessings off of Joseph
Potifar
because
recibió
Joseph was with the Lord.
bendiciones de
The Lord
José
was with Joseph.
porque Dios estaba con José y José estaba con Dios.
So now Potiphar says,
So ahora Potifar dice,
you keep bringing me profit.
usted sigue trayendo
Your boss says, you keep bringing me profit.
Tú me continúas trayendo
You keep doing what
ganancia.
you're doing. You keep going to church. I'm going to give you those Sundays
Sigue-
off if you
sigue-
keep performing like
Sigue
this.
haciendo lo que tienes que hacer.
You tell me what you need.
Dime lo que tú necesitas. Tú eres de bendición.
Those doors are going to open.
Esas puertas se van a abrir.
So now Potiphar is excited. Potiphar is so excited, he starts giving him charge. The
So, Potifar
only
está bien motivado.
person who was higher than Joseph
La única persona que está más alta
in Potiphar's
en
house
la casa de Potifar
was Potiphar.
era Potifar.
as a slave,
Como esclavo,
he had more say
tenía más de sí.
over everything to the point where
Sobre
Potiphar,
todo.
the only thing he had to worry about was what he was going to eat.
Potifar solamente tenía que preocuparse por lo que iba a comer.
How nice is that?
Qué chévere eso.
I'll tell you right now, if I didn't have to worry about my bills,
Si yo no tengo que,
if I didn't have to worry about scheduling my daughter,
si no tengo que estar
if I didn't have to
preocupado
worry
por
about all this thing,
itinerarios de mi
only thing I
esposa,
got to worry about is, baby, what we going to eat,
solamente tengo que preocuparme por lo que voy a comer.
I'd be at peace.
Estaría en paz.
Let's say I don't have God's peace, but that's a nice peace. That's an additional piece to not worry about nothing.
No
There's a couple of you
preocuparme por
right
nada,
now,
por
your
nada.
mind's not here. Your mind's on that bill you got to pay. You on that
Tu
thing
mente
you
está
got to
en
do
eso,
because there's something else that's actually taking up your time. Potiphar was receiving these blessings because Joseph,
Potifar tenía
Had
estaba
God.
recibiendo bendición porque José tenía
from
a Dios.
there, Potiphar's wife,
La
it
esposa
says
de
that
Potifar
Joseph was a handsome man.
decían que José era guapo.
It says that Joseph was so handsome
Decía que José era
and
tan
so well
guapo,
built.
era tan fornido.
She couldn't
musculoso.
help but notice this man.
No podía más que notar a este hombre.
She started to offer herself up to him,
So ella se lo ofreció a él,
trying to get him to sin,
tratando de que
trying to
pecara,
get him to sleep with her.
tratando de que se acostara con ella.
Joseph stood strong and kept
Y
denying
José
her.
estaba fuerte y se
Every time.
negaba a ella.
Every day,
Todo el
she was
tiempo.
offering herself up.
Se
She
ofrecía a
was
él. Y
loose.
hacía. ¿Cómo?
She was in heat.
Ella estaba caliente.
She was prowling for him.
Estaba rodeándolo.
Every time he walked by,
Cada vez que lo miraba.
I'm going to have him.
Y lo va a tener
She
a él.
really was convinced she was going to get him.
Ella pensaba que lo podía
The
tener.
thing is that he kept on denying her so much
Pero él la negaba tanto.
that now she started to force herself on him.
So ella se forzó sobre
She
él.
found him alone.
Lo encontró solo.
She grabbed him by his clothes.
Lo agarró por la ropa.
Says he grabbed him by his garment.
La vestidura.
And Joseph immediately said, no.
Y José dijo no.
He said no, and he tried to run off.
Y dijo que no y corrió.
When he ran off, he was
ella
right out
corrió,
of the clothes. So now
salió
he's
la ropa,
outside and he doesn't have his garment on.
Quedó desnudo.
She now says,
Ella dijo,
she's all upset.
ella está muy enojada.
She's salty.
Ella está muy malcriada.
We would say she's salty. You ever had too much salt?
Muy malcriada. Muy
Too much
agregada.
salt.
Muy agregada.
She's salty.
Malcriada.
For her being this way, she now
Para ella estar así,
made up a lie.
ella dijo una mentira.
She now screamed to the house servants.
Ella dijo a los
She screamed to
sirvientes,
the house servants and said, look,
miren,
she got real racist. See,
puso racista.
because Joseph was not Egyptian.
Porque José no era egipto,
Joseph is
era
Hebrew.
hebreo, era hebreo.
She right away brings out, look at this Hebrew man that my husband has brought in here
Mira este hebreo que mi
to
esposo
make us
trajo
look
aquí.
like a fool.
Nos hace ver como uno
He tried to sleep with me, and I said he left when I screamed.
trató de acostarse conmigo y
Now
corrió
someone else
cuando
is lying on
yo grité.
Joseph. Joseph's done nothing wrong. And once again,
Y una vez más,
Potiphar now doesn't ask any questions,
Potifar no
immediately
pregunta,
puts him in prison.
lo pone en la
Puts him in
prisión,
prison,
en la
in
cárcel,
Pharaoh's prison.
en la cárcel de Faraón.
Now Joseph's in prison, again, for something he didn't do.
José está en la cárcel.
While he's in
algo de
prison,
eso, y mientras estaba en la
God
cárcel,
grants him favor with the warden.
le da
Now that he has
gracia
favor
sobre
with the
el
warden,
alguacil.
now the warden puts him in charge.
El alguacil lo pone encargado
Now that the warden puts him in charge of all the
de
prisoners.
todos los prisioneros.
Listen, all this to say,
Todo esto para decir,
from prison, from being a supervisor with his dad, to now,
de papá,
to then being in a pit, being
una
sold in
cisterna,
slavery,
esclavitud,
to then supervising Potiphar's
después
house,
supervisando la
from
casa
supervising
Potifar,
Potiphar's house, supervise the prison
supervisando
as
la
a
prisión,
prisoner,
como prisionero,
to then actually going and now serving the king later on
y después sirviendo al faro,
because
Faraón.
of Joseph had the ability to interpret dreams.
porque José tenía la habilidad de interpretar el sueño.
The king noticed that because he had the ability to interpret dreams, that he must be of
El
God.
faraón vio que tenía la habilidad de interpretar.
He had
So vio que Dios estaba
the
con
king
él.
had this dream, basically saying that he couldn't understand it. Joseph interpreted. The whole interpretation was that Egypt was going to go through a famine.
So el faraón tenía un sueño.
If
y
they didn't
vio que
prepare,
iba a
they were
haber
gonna die.
hambruna.
Joseph was able not only to interpret it, but then actually give them the steps of how to not go
Y
into
José
famine.
interpretó el sueño y le dio cómo combatirlo.
So now he was able to actually keep Pharaoh going, keep everything happening, also the cities around. So again, Joseph brought blessings.
So,
Everywhere
una
you
vez
go,
más,
you bring in blessings.
José
Everywhere
trajo
you go
bendición.
and you continue to have Christ in your life,
quiera que usted
you're going to be
vaya,
bringing blessings
usted
around you.
trae bendición.
Those around you should be receiving blessings.
Todos alrededor
If they
suyo deben
not, I think you
recibir
should start
bendición.
questioning what you're doing.
Sí, no, usted tiene que cuestionar lo que está pasando.
He starts getting those blessings. Now fast forward again.
Recibe la
He's in
bendición.
charge. His
Está
brothers
encargado.
are starving. Their town has no food. They have to come
Y los hermanos
to
están pasando
Egypt and
hambre
ask for food.
y tienen que
They
pedir
don't
por
recognize
comida.
Joseph.
No reconocen
They
a
put
eso,
Joseph into slavery when he was 17. He's now probably around 40 years old.
No, lo vendieron cuando tenía 17, ahora tiene como 40.
In fact, that whole time, he even learned how to speak Egyptian. So when his brothers came, Joseph recognized his brothers. Instead of talking to them in the native tongue, he actually spoke to them through an interpreter.
So,
So they thought Joseph didn't understand them when they spoke.
José reconoció a los hermanos, pero cuando le habló a ellos, le habló en egipcio.
Joseph now, at the end of all of it, he put his brothers through a couple of things because he had to kind of teach them some stuff. But then at the same time, he has so much love for them. Everything he was doing was actually just to get them back.
Y todo lo que hizo,
He loved them so much. They did all that he did to him. They did all that to him, and yet he still loved them. He kept making up reasons for them to come back.
A pesar de lo que hicieron, él todavía los amaba.
He showed them grace. When he
Enseñó gracia.
finally revealed himself to them,
Cuando finalmente se
he let them know. They felt so ashamed of what they did to him.
Ellos se avergonzaron de lo que le habían hecho.
And he let them know, don't worry about it.
Y él le dijo, no se preocupen.
Because all of that happened because God wanted me here.
Todo eso pasó porque Dios
God
quería
wanted
que yo,
him in that position to feed his family later.
porque iba
You're going through what you're going through right
alimentar la
now
familia.
because where God is going to take you,
estás en
you're
la
going to
posición
actually
que
be
estás,
such a blessing to somebody else.
Vas a ser
But you
una
got to go
bendición
through
para
this
otro.
travel. Stick through it just a little bit more. God is with you.
Dios está con
It's
usted.
not easy, I know, but God is with
Es
you.
una lucha, pero
And the thing is that those people who've done wrong to you, they're going to come back.
y la gente que te ha hecho
They're going
daño
to come back
van a
and
venir
you're
para
going to
acá.
show them grace.
Y tú-
You're going to
usted le
show
va a
them the
mostrar
grace that they
gracia.
should have shown to you.
La gracia que no le mostraron a usted.
You're going to be an example.
Vas a ser un ejemplo
And you're going to show them love.
y vas a enseñarle amor.
I want you to leave encouraged.
Quiero que
I want you to leave
salga
knowing that God is with you.
motivado de que Dios está con usted.
You have
Usted tiene
exactly what you need
exactamente lo que
to
usted
get through it.
necesita y lo tiene.
Although you are not from where you are,
A pesar de que no eres de
see,
donde
because
eres,
Joseph was not from any of those spots.
porque José no era de
All the things
ninguna de
that I
esas
mentioned,
partes.
he was never there.
Él no era de ahí,
He wasn't from that. But he had what he needed to go through it.
pero él tenía lo que para
Although you're not
sobrepasar la
from where you
lucha.
are right where God wants you to be.
Estás en la posición que
in
Dios
your
quiere
life.
que estés
Be
en tu vida.
confident and reassured
Sé confiado
that God has
Seguro.
already given you what you need in order to have an impact
que Dios te ha dado todo lo necesario para hacer un impacto
on your current situation.
en tu situación corriente.
God has already equipped you
Dios te ha equipado
with what you need to know
con lo que necesitas saber
in order to learn what you don't currently know
en orden de lo que no entiendes todavía
so that you can accomplish the mission He has for you.
para que cumplas con la misión que Él te ha encargado.
And be encouraged. Know it. Walk out of here knowing God is with you.
Salgan sabiendo que Dios va a hacer algo en su vida.
That's what I have for you today. Thank you.
Yes. Faithfulness, I'm still in your hands. up to your feet. Pueden ponerse de pie. Si hay alguien aquí, if there's someone here que necesita oración, if you need prayer, come on up. The altar is open. Si necesitas oración, siéntese libre para pasar. If you feel you need prayer, hallelujah. We are in this world, but we are not of it. We're in it. We see what happens. We see what's going on, but we're not of it. Our weapons aren't carnal. If I do war, it's not like others. It's all spiritual. Before we go, let's raise our hands. Gracias, Jesús. Vamos, alza tus manos ahí donde estás. If you could put Justin's mic on. Yeah, let's sing that song. Your promise remains. Your promise remains. Great is your faithfulness. Faithfulness. I'm safe. I'm still in your hands. This is my comfort. I feel like Joseph was saying that. You've never failed me yet. Your promise still. Can you imagine everything he went through? It's your faithfulness, faithfulness. I'm still in your hands. This is my confidence. You've never failed me yet. Someone needs to say that. No, you've never failed me yet. From the pit, from slavery, you've never. No, you've never failed me. Your promise still stands. Great is your faithfulness, faithfulness. I'm still in your hands. This is my confidence. You've never failed me yet. I say, 'cause I've seen you move. You move the mountains, and I believe I'll see you do it again. You've made a way where there was no way, and I believe I'll see you do it again. He visto que, vamos, cántalo, mueves montañas y tengo fe que lo harás otra vez. Camino abriste cuando no había, y tengo fe que lo harás otra vez. He visto que, díselo, mueves montañas y tengo fe que lo harás otra vez. Camino abriste cuando no había, y tengo fe que lo harás. I've seen you move, I've seen you move. You move the mountains, yeah, and I believe. Come on, let faith grow right here. Before you go into another week, tell them you made a way. Summer's done, fall is now here. I believe it, God. Say it out. I've seen you move. You move the mountains, and I believe I'll see you do it again. You've made a way where there was no way, and I believe I'll see you do it again. I've seen you move. Come on, that's a testimony. You move the mountains, and I believe I'll I'll see you do it again. You've made a way where there was no way, and I believe I'll see you do it. We bless you in the name of Jesus. If you have to go, feel free to go. The Lord is still ministering. Si necesitan irse, no hay problema, te bendismo. En el nombre de Jesús, mañana tenemos servicio de oración. El miércoles tenemos estudio de bíblico. We have our Bible study on Wednesday, and we're here again Sunday. If you have to leave, we bless you in Jesus' name. Friday, there's a men's gathering. But if you want to stay and worship a little bit more, let's turn off the lights in the back. If you're going to leave, please leave quietly. If you want to stay, the altar is open. We're just going to worship a little longer. We bless you in Jesus' name. Oh, yeah. Oh, I've seen you move every mountain. Every mountain. Every mountain's gotta move.
I'll see you do it again.
You've made a way where there was no way. I believe, I believe, I believe, I believe. I've seen you move. Yeah, let's go. You move the mountains. Let me get a little bit more of Justin up here. I see you do it again. You made a way where there was no way. I believe, I believe, I believe. I've seen you move. You move the mountains, and I believe. Say it out, say it out.
I'll see you do it again.
You made a way where there was no way, and I believe.
I'll see you do it again. I've seen you move.
Move the mountain, and I believe I'll see you do it again. You made a way where there was no way, and I believe
I'll see you do it.
that I'll see you do it.
Seen you move.
I've seen you move.
Seen you do it.
Oh,
I've seen you do it.
you've made a way. You've made a way. Cause you've made a way when my back was against the wall and it looked as if it was over. You've made a way, and I'm standing here only because you made a way. 'Cause you've made a way when our backs were against the wall and it looked as if it was over. You made a way. Yes, you did, Jesus. And we're standing here only because you made for your glory.
Yeah.
I will do anything. All these songs I hear, Joseph, just to seek you, to behold you as my King.
Yeah.
For your glory, I will do everything else can wait. Give me you. I hope it's not too late. Lord, give me you. Lord, give me you.
Yeah.
Lord, give me you.
Yeah.
Lord, give me you. It's simple, just say, give me you. So give me you and everything else. And everything else can wait. Give me you. I hope it's not too late. Lord, give me you. Lord, give me you. Oh, Lord, give me you. That's all I want. Lord, give me you. Give me you. Raise your hand, say, give me you. And everything else can wait. Give me you. I hope I'm not too late. Lord, give me you. Lord, give me you. Oh, Lord, give me you. Lord, give me you. Jesús, mi fiel amigo. Mi dulce caminar. Quédate conmigo. Quédate conmigo. No quiero volver atrás. Jesús, Jesús, mi fiel amigo. Mi dulce caminar. Oh, yeah. Quédate conmigo. No voy a volver atrás. 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 So quédate allá donde sé que habrá paz, donde tengo que callar para escucharte hablar, donde todo es realidad y el tiempo no existe más. Una y otra vez, al estar yo junto a ti, no me puedo contener cuando me miras así. Ya no hay nada que decir. Tú eres todo para mí. Jesús, Jesús, mi fiel amigo. Yeah, 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 yeah. Mi dulce caminar. Quédate conmigo. Quédate conmigo. No voy a volver atrás. Jesús, Jesús, mi fiel amigo. Best friend I have. There will never be a friend as dear to me as you. There will never be another closer than a brother, friend, always worth the wait, and you're faithful as the day you say you are my friend. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for your friendship. Solo sé que yo soy su hijo y eres mi padre y mi padre me ama. Alza tus manos. Solo sé que yo soy su hijo